Interesting question. Since the beginning of the series, I've kind of secretly got a kick out of The Emperor Has No Clothes. So every time we do a season of Foundation, I feel like he's got to kind of be running around with no clothes on. That's really it.
Well, what I actually love about her is that, no, I wouldn't call her heroic. And what I find very interesting about her is that a lot of these big characters, they are kind of, they are driven by their ego, and even like the good people, kind of things that they do, even like doing good can be an ego boost and stuff. And she doesn't operate from ego, but she is someone who has lived for 25,000 years. She's the only one who remembers actually what humanity has been through. Like, she's the only one who's seen the glory and the degradation. So I think she's actually, there is kind of like a search for meaningfulness in her. And also at the same time, she's very manipulative, and she's kind of, she has the most, might be the most influential person on the galaxy, but at the same time, she's so imprisoned that she operates from a very kind of restrictive place. So I wouldn't call her heroic, but I definitely think that she operates from a different place than for example, the leaders with a huge ego.
If you ask Cleon, that's what he would say. I think there's something interesting about the series being kind of us all deciphering what Harry Seldon's equation was, what that math was, and all of these characters are numbers inside of that equation. So none of them are fixed. None of them are heroes, really. They're just variables, and we're seeing them all play against each other in this, story that spans, at this point we're 300 years from where we started the story in season 1. I really have had a good time playing the Day in season 3. There's something really fun about this disillusioned emperor who doesn't believe he's got any power to affect anything in this galaxy. He's not consumed by ego of his predecessors. He just wants to kick back and play with animals and, get stoned and have a good time. And I think that's, I think it's fun, and I think it's, in the tone of Foundation in a way that I find very interesting, especially as you'll see in the season as it progresses and things become more and more serious. It's interesting to see an unserious character in a very serious situation.